Hi reception, welcome to your literacy lesson for today. Okay, so far this week you have been learning about the life cycle of a butterfly. You have talked with Miss Beard about fact and fiction, and you've learned some facts about the life cycle of a butterfly too. Now, today's lesson is going to be looking at information text, specifically a page of information and what this looks like and what it's for. But before we do that, I've just got a quick question for you. On the board behind me, which you can't quite see yet, there are some statements, there are some sentences about caterpillars. Some of them are facts, some of them are fiction. Now, pause the video, talk to your helper. What's the difference between a fact and something which is fiction? Oh, well done, everybody. So a fact is something that is true, isn't it? It's something that has happened. If something's fiction, it's made up. It's been created by our imagination. So stories, for example, lots of the things that happen in stories are fiction. Now, on the board, I have got 3 things to share with you. And I need you to help me spot the things which are facts and the things which are fiction. So I'm going to read them to you first. The first one says, caterpillars turn into butterflies. This one says, caterpillars eat lollipops. And this one says, caterpillars eat leaves. Can you pause the video and talk to your helper? Which of those do you think are facts? They're true, they're things that happen. And are any of them fiction, things that don't really happen? They were created by someone's imagination. Wow, some great discussions. Should we see if your ideas match mine? Okay, so the top one, caterpillars turn into butterflies. That's true, that's fact. We learnt that, didn't we, when we found out about the life cycle of a butterfly. Caterpillars eat lollipops. Hold on a minute, that sounds like the story. A very hungry caterpillar. Now was that part true or was that made up? It was made up, it was fiction, that's not a fact. That was part of the imagination of the author Eric Carle. Caterpillars eat leaves. Do you know what? That did happen in the story, but that part of the story was based on something that was real. It was true. So this is a fact. Caterpillars like to eat leaves, don't they? And you can see when they've had a caterpillar on a leaf because there'll be little holes in it. Well done, guys. You are getting a really good idea now about what is fact and what is fiction. So what are we going to do today? Well, as I said, we're going to be looking at information books, specifically what an information page in a book looks like and what it's for, why people read it. So I'm going to share with you 2 information books and we're going to look at their pages carefully together. And we're going to be detectives. So we're going to be looking for certain things and thinking about how they help the reader. So I'm going to pause the video while I get them ready and then I want you to come back and join me. Okay, won't be a moment, hold on. Welcome back, reception. Okay, I've got here with me a book that is full of facts. It is an information book, and in this book we can learn lots of things, lots of facts about an animal. Now, have a look at the front of the book. There are lots of pictures on it. What animal do you think we can learn about if we read through this book? That's right, birds. There are lots of different types of birds on the front cover, and the title of the book is Looking at Birds. So I think this book is going to be telling us about the different types of birds there are and giving us lots of information about them. So there won't be made up things in this one. It's not a story. This is an information book. And within this book, there'll be lots of different pages. And we're now going to be that detective I said earlier. We are going to be looking very carefully at those pages to see what's on it. Are you ready? We've got the front of the book here, and it's got the contents page. So that tells me what page I can go to if I want to find out about a particular animal. I think I'd like to learn about, a robin. And the robin's on page 12. The good thing about an information book is you don't have to start at the beginning. You can jump to the part that interests you or the part that has the information you want. Okay, so here is a page or 2 pages all about the bird, a bird called a robin. And I bet some of you have seen these in your gardens or out and about the park. They're very distinctive. They have lovely red breasts like this. Now, I'm going to go first. I'm going to look at this page and see what I can spot on it. I'm going to think about what this book is for. What's its purpose? Why do people read it? Well, I know that this is an information book. So someone that's reading this is wanting to learn something, to learn about birds. They want to find out about birds. So the purpose of an information book and the pages inside is to give people things, facts that people can then learn. So it's a way we find things out. But this doesn't look like a storybook. It looks a bit different. There's writing on the page, and there are pictures like we get in some of our storybooks, but they're arranged slightly differently. So let me go first and talk you through what's on this page. The first thing I've noticed is there's lots of writing, but some of the writing's slightly bigger. And there is at the top something here called a title. Can you say title? Well done. The title is usually at the top. It's usually a bit bigger than the rest of the writing, so it stands out. And the title tells us what kind of information is going to be on the page. So this title says, The Robin. So that gives me a clue that there's going to be some facts about robins on these pages. I'm just going to put a little label on there. This label says title. So information pages have titles. And sometimes they have little mini titles as well. And I can see some other ones here, which are slightly bolder, so a bit darker. And those are above the little sections of writing. Now, if I was to read some of this to you, let's listen and see if it's fact or fiction. We think it's going to be fact, but let's just make sure. Let's read this section, because remember, we can jump around in information books too. What it sounds like. So that title tells me that's going to talk about the bird song. Are you ready? In summer, the song starts high and gradually gets lower. So that's to do with the sound it makes. So it goes high and then lower. When scared, robins call tick tick or tick tick, or tick ick ick. Oh, so when there's danger and they're feeling a bit scared, maybe there's a cat around, they make a different noise. That makes sense to me because that's like their language. So we can say, I'm scared because there's a cat. Birds can't speak like us. So that's the sound they make. Gosh, I've learnt some new facts about robins. They can make different sounds. I also learnt that in the summer is when they sing the most. Reception. Information books. They were stories. That wasn't a story. That was some facts. So I'm going to stick the label facts here. And there are facts all over these pages. And I could learn different things depending on which part I read. Okay, what else do information pages have on them? So I've said they have a title. They have lots of facts in them to help me learn things. But what else can help me on this page? What else can I see? Oh, of course. Information pages have lots of pictures or photographs. Pictures and photographs help us to understand things. If Mrs. Hutt was reading what a robin looked like, it would be tricky to imagine it if I hadn't seen one before. So reading it is great, but having a picture helps me even more because I can see exactly how a robin looks. And here, there's a picture above the part where it sings, and there's a picture of 2 birds that look like they may be having a fight. I wonder what it belongs to. Is that a picture of it singing, do you think? No, I don't think so. Let's read the section above and see. Oh, it says how it behaves. Stands up very straight when looking at something. Fights other robins who come near, except for its mate, which means its partner. So if it's a boy, it will have a female mate, and its young. Ah, so the robin's having a little fight there. It's saying to the other robin, "Go away. This is my nest. This is where my eggs are, or my babies are. This is where my partner and I live. Stay away." So that picture goes with that writing, and the picture helps me to imagine what the information is telling me. So that's really useful. So information pages will have pictures as well. Let's go over what we've talked about so far. We have said that information books and the pages within them, people read them because they want to learn new things. It helps us to learn new facts. We have said that in an information page, we will see a main title at the top that tells us what the writing's about. We will see lots of facts about the thing we're writing about. And there will be pictures to match as well, sometimes photographs. So there are three main things we're thinking about in terms of what information pages should have on them. Reception, would you like to have a go now? Okay, I'm going to pause the video and get you a book and see if you can spot those three things with your helpers. Are you ready? Hello again. Okay, I've got a book for you now to help me look through. And this book is called Seeds. It's an information book. What do you think it could be about? That's right, seeds. And there's a big title on the front. Let's open up and see what's inside. Oh, we've got another contents page, so I can choose a page I'd like to read about. I want to read the page all about here. What are seeds? And that's on page 4. Okay, so it's your turn now to help me. Pause the video and see if you can spot the three things we talked about. Did you find them? Okay, so what's the first thing we need to look for at the top of the page? What do information pages have at the top to tell us what kind of information we're going to be reading about? That's right, a title. Well spotted, everybody. Okay, now what kind of writing will be on this page? Of course, it will be facts or information, and the facts or information will be about whatever the title says. So this one says, what are seeds? So these facts tell us what seeds are. So we will have some facts. Oh, what was the last thing we needed to spot? Can you remember? What else will they have? Well done. There will also be pictures. And in this book, there's lots of photographs. And the photographs tell us or help us understand the information a bit more clearly, don't they? I can see lots of different pictures. I can see pictures of different types of seeds and also some fruits. Oh, it's making me wonder what the information underneath is going to be. It's making me want to read on, actually. Should we see if they match? Okay. Seeds are part of a plant. Some seeds are inside fruits and vegetables. Oh, that's why there are pictures of fruits up there. Oh, wow. I can really understand now the information because look, there are examples there and I can even spot some seeds in the fruit that are cut open. Wow. So reception. Today, we have thought about the features of an information page, what they need to have on them. And we've thought about why people read information books. Can you pause the video and tell your helpers why people read information books? That's right, to learn new things, to find out some facts. Now, what I'd like you to do today is with your helper is to do exactly the same thing at home and look at the 2 information pages I've sent home. Can you spot those 3 things? I bet you can. Have a great time. Bye, reception.